Hey Simply Bakers, I cannot believe it's the holiday season already, and so I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite vegan desserts that are great to make for any get-together that you have, whether it be a church potluck, work thing, or just a family gathering. Here are some of my favorite vegan desserts you will love. Let's begin! Hey Simply Bakers, I'm going to share with you this vegan fruit cheesecake. It is so delicious and it's really easy to make. Let's begin! So you don't need very many ingredients. For the filling, you just need 6 ingredients and then the fruits that you would like to decorate on top. So in a large bowl, you're going to add the 2 packages of vegan cream cheese. Next, add your sweetener of choice. I used organic cane sugar. And then you're going to take your handheld mixer and you're going to mix it until it is well combined and light and fluffy. Also guys, to get all of the recipes, head over to my blog SimplyBakings.com and you will find this recipe with exact measurements and tips. Okay, so what I like to do is once I'm done mixing, I like to push everything back in the center. Then I'm going to add lemon juice, some vanilla extract, salt, and I'm going to continue mixing until it is well combined. So once you're done mixing, go ahead and add the cream cheese mixture into your pie pan. I'm using this pre-made dairy-free graham cracker crust. It is really delicious. You can't even tell it's vegan actually. If you can't find it at the store, you can actually just make it. I will list the recipe in the description box. So make sure you take your spatula and spread it evenly, and then you're going to bake the cream cheese or this cheesecake for about 30 minutes. And then you're going to allow it to cool completely before you put it in the refrigerator, where you're going to allow it to sit there for about 3 to 4 hours, but it's best to do this overnight. So here it is. Now I'm going to decorate it. I decided to use strawberries, blueberries, and kiwi. I know you guys saw mango in the beginning. I had cut it wrong, so it just didn't look nice. So I just stuck with these 3 flavored fruits, or these 3 fruits. Keep in mind, you don't have to use any fruits, you can just keep it as is, but I find that it makes the pie look so pretty. This cheesecake was delicious, it was creamy, and it wasn't too sweet. The fruits actually made it sweeter, and I love that it's really simple. Just keep these ingredients in your fridge and you can whip it up in under 30 minutes, including baking time. Well, maybe like 35 minutes. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye, guys! Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make pretzel pumpkins. Let's begin! You're going to need some candy melts. I got the orange color. If you can't find this anywhere, you can use white chocolate and then just dye it orange. So if you're using white chocolate, you're going to dye the white chocolate orange after you melt it, and just follow the directions on the back for the melting process. Next, you're going to need some M&Ms. I just got the bag of M&Ms and just picked out all the green colors. In a bag, I think I only was able to get 30 green M&Ms. Then you're going to need to get some pretzels that look like this with the 3 holes. So the chocolate isn't so thick, I added 2 tablespoons of shortening just to thin it out. So while you're waiting for the chocolate to finish melting, prepare a plate of wax paper. Now I added the shortening at this time after because I want to control the thinness of the chocolate, and just keep mixing it until your desired consistency. So this was the fun part, making the pumpkins. So you're going to take your pretzel and dip it. Now there's a certain way of holding the pretzel where you won't see the mark of your hand. So you're going to want to hold it where the arrow is pointing at. That's the best place to hold it because the M&M will block the place where you put your finger on. So instead of making all the pretzel pumpkins one at a time, there is actually a faster way. Grab a handful of pretzels and throw it into the white chocolate, and then just mix it with a spoon. Put it on the wax paper and then go ahead and add the M&Ms on the pretzel. You're going to set it on the wax paper for about 20 minutes. That's how long it took it to completely dry, but it's worth the wait. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what recipe you want to see this season. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make mini pumpkin spice muffins. Let's begin. In a large bowl, you're going to add softened butter, some sugar, then you're going to beat it. Once you're finished, you're going to add some vanilla extract, 1 egg, and some pure pumpkin puree. Then you're going to continue beating it. And here is the batter. Doesn't it look really pretty, nice and orange? Then you're going to add a cup of all-purpose flour, then these seasonings: baking soda, allspice, salt, baking powder, pumpkin spice, and cinnamon. Then you're going to mix it. You don't want to overmix this batter because then it's going to become rubbery and you don't want that. So grab your mini muffin pan, you're going to oil it, and you're going to add the batter about halfway. Then you're going to bake it for 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 15 minutes. Once you're finished, it's going to look like this. Now this part is optional if you want your muffins a little bit more sweet. So you're going to take some butter, dip the muffin pan or muffins in it. Then you're going to grab your sugar and cinnamon mix and just coat it. Then place it on a serving plate. Now, if you don't want to do this part, just keep it as is, just like what I did here. And let me tell you, you guys, this was so good. Here is how it looks like inside. Very fluffy. It's just like a party in your mouth. Thanks for watching, guys. Hi everyone, today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make candy corn mousse. Add the cream cheese to the bowl and you're going to beat it. Then you're going to push down the cream cheese towards the center so it'll be easier for the rest of the ingredients to be mixed in. Add the milk and powdered sugar. You don't want to overmix it because you don't want it to become very liquidy. Just mix it enough that everything is blended in very well. So next you're going to add the vanilla extract and continue mixing. So the next step, you're going to add the Cool Whip and you're going to fold it into the mixture. Then you do not want to overmix because you don't want the mousse to become very liquidy. If it does, just go ahead and pop it into the refrigerator for about 15 to 20 minutes. Separate the mousse into 3 bowls because you're going to need to dye it orange and yellow. I added about 8 drops. If you want the yellow to be really dark, you have to add more. I didn't have orange food coloring, so I just took yellow and red and I mixed it in together and I got the orange color. To make it a little easier to put into these little dessert cups, I put the mousse into a piping bag and piped it in. And I just layered it, the yellow, orange, and then the white one. To finish it off, I added candy corn on top. What do you like eating for Halloween? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Hi guys, it's Lainey and welcome back to my channel. It seems like you guys really like my no-bake or 5 ingredients or less desserts. So today, I'm going to share with you how to make 2 no-bake single-serving cakes using only 3 ingredients. The first flavor is chocolate cake, and in a bowl or you can use a mug, add the 1/4 cup of chocolate spread, 1 egg, and half a teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. Now you're going to take a fork and you're going to mix together until it is nice and smooth, just like this. Next, you're going to microwave it for 1 minute and 30 seconds on high. And then allow this to sit for several minutes, and that's it. The second flavor is peanut butter cake, and in a bowl or a mug, add together the 3 tablespoons of creamy peanut butter, 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of granulated sugar, 1 egg. Then you're going to mix it until it's well combined, and this is going to take more elbow grease because the peanut butter is a lot more thicker. And then you're going to microwave this cake for only 1 minute on high and then allow it to sit for about several minutes. Now you can leave the cake as is, but since I had some extra cream cheese frosting that I made previously, I topped the cake with that. Now these cakes, guys, were so delicious, but if I had to choose, I would pick the chocolatey cake just because it wasn't as spongy and it did taste more like a cake. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are thinking if you can use a different flavor spread, and yes you can, feel free to change it up. If you do, send me a picture, I would love to see it. Again guys, I really appreciate you all, and thank you for all of you who comment, because that's how I get to know you guys. That's one of the ways that I can talk with you. You can also follow me on my social media like Instagram, Snapchat, or Facebook. I'm everywhere, or at least I'm on those platforms a lot. So let's hang out, guys. Maybe we could do Periscope. We can do live Q&As. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Again, thank you so much for your support. I love you all, and see you on my next upload. Hey Simply Bakers! Welcome back. Today I'm sharing with you a super duper easy recipe, foolproof, for all you dairy-free and vegan bakers, called peanut butter blondies. These are so delicious and very addicting. Let's begin. So in a large bowl, you're going to add brown sugar. And if you don't want to use brown sugar and you want to use a healthier alternative, I'll list them in the description box. And then you're going to add some oil and the peanut butter. If your son or yourself is allergic to peanut butter, you can use almond butter, sunflower butter, whichever has the consistency that is similar to peanut butter. And then you're just going to take a fork and you're just going to really mix, and it should look like this. If it's a little bit thick, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Just keep mixing. Next, add the vanilla extract and some non-dairy milk. I used almond milk, but feel free to use your choice or your favorite kind of milk. Next, add the baking powder and the salt. I use sea salt, but feel free to use regular salt. And don't forget to add the all-purpose flour, and you're just going to continue mixing with your fork. Now, if your batter is too doughy, you can use your hands, and don't worry about it. It will still come out the same. So you're just going to keep mixing until everything is well combined. So set this aside for now, and you're going to get an 8x8 sheet pan. And I lined it with some parchment paper to make it easier to remove. And then I just added the rest of the batter, and I used my spatula to flatten it out so it could spread out, because when I tried to drag it across, it would just not look nice. So just go ahead and flatten it, just like so. And you're not going to really see the top because you're going to be adding some peanuts. These are salted peanuts, I think. I will make sure to list the ingredients in the description box or a link to my blog. And then what I did was I just gently pushed it in, not too much, just a little bit, and then I popped it in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 23 minutes. And then I allowed it to cool on the counter. This is how it looks like. So it's gonna look like it's not cooked on the top, but it is. You're going to notice at the corners, see how it's kind of brown? That's when you know this is ready. And if you're allergic to peanuts, you can use walnuts, pecans, whatever nuts you would like on top. And oh my goodness, guys, these are so delicious. They smell so good. I couldn't wait to dig in. And you need to drink this with your favorite non-dairy milk to wash it down, because it just tastes perfect with it. It's chewy and it's a little bit crumbly, but in a good way. So thanks guys for watching this recipe. Give it a thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Bye guys. Hey guys, it's Lainey, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Today for Cookie Mondays, I'm going to be sharing with you how to make banana bread cookies. So delicious. Let's begin. In a large bowl, add the softened butter, granulated sugar, vanilla extract, and you're going to grab your whisk and you're going to mix it until it is light and fluffy. If you have a handheld mixer, you can go ahead and use that as well. Then add the eggs and you're going to mix very well. Then add the 1 cup of mashed bananas. You guys gotta make sure to mash those bananas because you don't want any large clumps of bananas in the batter. So once all the wet ingredients are mixed very well, you're going to set this bowl aside, and in a medium-sized bowl, you're going to combine the flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, cinnamon, and mix until combined. Slowly add the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients and mix very well. I know it doesn't look like cookie batter, but this is how it's exactly supposed to look like. And you're just gonna pop it in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes. The longer the better. So after about 30 minutes, I remove the cookie dough from the refrigerator and make sure to line the baking sheet with parchment paper or baking mat. And then using a cookie scoop, I placed the dough on the mat and baked it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. It might take you only 8 minutes, but for me it took 10 minutes. So my house smelled so good. I love the smell of banana bread baking in the oven, so of course this smelled just as good. And it also tasted amazing. It was exactly like I was biting into banana bread, but better. These cookies were very light and fluffy, and if you guys love banana bread, you're going to love these cookies. I actually think you can eat them for breakfast as well. Just cut down the sugar a bit more, but these are so good. I don't know, banana bread just makes me so happy. I guess my grandma used to make it all the time, so the smell is very nostalgic. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I need help choosing.
California has its moments of heat, which is pretty much 10 months of the year. Now that it's getting colder, it's time to use that oven not only to warm the house, but your stomach as well. The recipe that I picked, banana muffins, is from allrecipes.com, which has so many tasteful recipes made by people like you and me. I have tried countless banana muffin recipes, and I found this to be my favorite, not only because it tastes good, but because it is so simple. 1 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, 1/2 cup of butter, 3 bananas. 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of butter, 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon. In a large bowl, mix the flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. When you're finished, set the bowl aside. Don't forget to mix it! When choosing the bananas, go for the bananas that has a lot of bruises or black marks. Those will be sweeter, and you do not need to add as much sugar as the recipe calls for. Next, mash the bananas. If you don't have a potato masher like me, grab a large fork and mash. I found that if you press and slide the fork on the banana, it is easier to mash, like this. Press and slide. Press and slide. This is how it's gonna look like when it's finished. Very yummy! I decided to make mini banana muffins, and I lined it with mini cups. If you don't have any mini cups or the mini cup pan, you can use the standard size and bake it for 18 to 20 minutes. Now go ahead and lightly grease the pan. Set that aside and preheat the oven to 375. Grab the smaller bowl, add the bananas, white sugar, egg, and butter, and mix with a whisk. Grab the larger bowl and mix everything together. Make sure you scrape the bottom, because as I was pouring the batter into the muffin pans, I found flour on the bottom. So mix, mix, mix. The next part is optional. If you have a sweet tooth like me, do this next step. In a small bowl, mix together the flour, sugar, and cinnamon. Then drop bits and pieces of butter and mix it. This is how it should look like when you're finished. Then, grab the mini muffin pan and pour the batter into each cup. I found that using a butter knife and a 1/8 cup to fill each container was a lot easier. It's okay if you spill some on the pan. Nobody's perfect. This is how it should look like when you're finished. Then sprinkle the mixture onto the batter. When you are finished, pop it in the oven for 14 to 16 minutes. Soon your home will smell so good. Hope you enjoyed this video. Good luck!
If you enjoyed this recipe, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and all recipes are on my blog, SimplyBakings.com. Also, this video is in partnership with Thrive Market. They have given us 30% off on your first order plus a free gift. All the links will be in the description below, so please don't forget to check it out. Thank you so much for your support and watching, and happy holidays! Bye, guys!